Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Right. Here we are, back at it again.
Back again.
You ready for the night?
Yep.
Well, welcome to Salacious Couch. I am the host for the evening. I am Bliss. Of course, I'm with the other host of the show,
The Brahma Bull.
and we are missing our other host, Dr. Ren.
It's been a while since we've been
I know.
a full unit.
I know last week I was sick.
No, we didn't have a show last week.
Okay.
Snowstorm. Then the week for that, you were sick.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you.
No.
Yeah, but you didn't come the week for that.
I know I didn't come the week. I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, that's what I said. You were sick. Either way, it's been a while since we had a full Salacious Couch, but we here to represent.
Yeah, I guess that's what they call it. So, how was your week?
Oh, I had a wonderful week.
What was so wonderful?
Got me right. And I'm alive. How was your week?
I got a new car.
Really?
I can't afford to feed my kids, but I got a new car.
Or the dog on dialysis.
Yeah, and I got some new hair. Don't look at my ponytail, because this ain't my new hair.
I was going to say something, but then I realized it's new hair is the other place. Not on you.
I'm just saying, people take things too far sometimes. So we just going to dive right in it. Y'all ready for the night? All right, so you've been here for the last some odd years, and my circle of friends have changed like dramatically. Right?
Yes. I will say that.
Throughout that time, I tell anybody, I don't dismiss people. People dismiss themselves.
Oh, I'm about right.
Oh, come on in.
I don't need that.
And here we go with the shenanigans.
How you doing?
Hey,
Nate.
Nate.
Touching my butt. I just wanted to put that out there.
What you say about your butt?
When I meet you, her, I don't want to. Well, I send you that invoice.
What invoice?
So she ain't been paying, so I'm going to have to send it.
Other words, you got me free feels. As my man said,
Absolutely.
he feels so way about that.
I am going to continue.
He said he not.
Doing it in front of people, though. How can I charge them if they see she not paying?
Oh, guess what? That ain't got shit to do with me. That ain't got a motherfucking thing to do
Like I'm
with me.
concerned. We trying to eat here, man.
Excuse me, Nate, have you met me?
I have, that's why I'm
And you say something every time, and shit never changes.
When you get that invoice, baby.
Well, that invoice can sit right next to the other invoices of the bills I never paid.
I'm taxing.
The junk mail.
That's fine. See, you not like the state of Maryland where y'all just go snatching coins.
Oh, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
This
keep
is
it up.
Legitimate business over here, baby.
Prostitution is illegal.
Baby,
Except in Nevada.
If you got it.
But I ain't got. Did you not just hear me say I bought a new car and I can't feed my kids?
That's the new rule.
I'm just
Man,
saying.
don't care about your kids, baby.
That's why I don't give a damn about
And
your
neither do
kids.
Nate.
I'm very concerned. I brought him some McNuggets, some chicken.
Oh, we don't do
This man look
McDonald's.
like he gonna eat, so you ain't got nothing to worry about, man.
You can tell that nigga
Right.
never miss a meal.
Nope. Ever since I was little, hell no.
Lies. Ever since you've been married,
Is
she
it?
cooks.
Okay, what you be cooking?
Oh, I just made some gumbo, seafood gumbo. I put too much okra in it, but
Is
Yes.
it muddy?
it is.
Okay.
It's slimy.
Somebody be like, what's that? Then I know you're not really a cook.
It's muddy. It's good.
Okay.
I mean, besides the too much okra, because it was fresh okra. Usually,
Oh, that's
you
good,
know.
though. That's good. I mean,
Well, she cooks, she cooks.
whatever. You know, I see.
And she's cute.
So how's the show been going? I've been watching Wednesdays. I teach, so I don't be caring about life. If they get off that classroom.
You know what? I can't even front. I be here and I don't be caring either.
I've been hearing some salacious conversations and
Today the topic is fake friends.
ooh, how many of us have them?
Friends.
I've realized that
Are they fake or are they jealous?
it could be a bit of
I
both.
think we're gonna dive into both of them.
Okay.
I think sometimes the worlds might usually collide.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to tell you, I have had both of them. Like, seriously. People I thought was down the ride and all that.
Somebody just sent me shared a link with me. They said a jealous friend is a dangerous enemy.
Yeah, I had one of them too.
So you was saying, you said your circle changed.
My circle has changed. And it seemed like it was a constant thing. And I had to reflect and look at
You
me.
felt like it was you.
But then I had to look in the mirror and say, bitch, you perfect. You awesome. Ain't shit wrong with
Nothing
you.
like chocolate coffee. It is nothing like it. Ooh.
But it's the truth. I had to realize it really wasn't me.
Because you start seeing the common cause of friendships in there. And it does, you start for a minute thinking it's you. But then at the same time, you like, no nigga, it's fucking you. I have friends in my phone right now, their name is not in my phone, it's can I have. So when I see that come up, I already know.
Can't I like that?
And you know what? And the truth of the matter is that's exactly what it was. It was like I've had friendships for years. I'm talking 10, 12, 15, 20 years. And they just went fucking left.
But
So,
no, but
wait,
it wasn't
we gotta-
like that though. Did you see that it was always like that and you just was being a friend?
I don't know if I can say I
I'm
thought.
gonna say,
But we gotta go to break.
okay. Man, that was
They
quick.
screaming in my ear and they said they gotta pay the gas electric bill. So we're gonna come back right after these messages.
All right, all right.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
Exactly.
just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything
Right.
in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing
Right.
and what I wanted to
Right.
be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that
Yeah.
person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause.
Right.
I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier earlier today. I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
T-shirt answers me. I get off on the way that she answers me. First time saw her, I knew she was the one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
It must be the site.
But
it might be. You got your Wi-Fi on?
No.
You might want to turn the Wi-Fi on. Like turn it on and then turn it off. You got Verizon?
No. Okay, let me go back through the app. Because the app won't let me post the watch party. Share. Watch party. Start watch party.
Are you starting from the Exposes page? Or?
Yeah. See, I go from there.
You might gotta update your app.
How the hell do I do that?
Go to the app store. When you limit it.
We back on?
I don't know. I done took the shit out.
You come on back on.
Are we on? Yes, we are on.
Yeah, that's a long break. Thank you.
We said go ahead. I'm trying to get this
Oh my goodness.
Facebook shit going.
Go to your app store though and just go to click on Facebook. It might be.
No, let me go to Salacious Couch.
All right, but as we was talking about, you asked her, did she see the change? And
well, even that behavior. If it wasn't directed at you, have you seen that behavior?
I think as friends we accept people's behaviors because we grow up with people, we're around it, and you always think, yeah, it's not gonna happen to me. They're not doing it to me, so why should I even concern myself with? And you see that same person go through friends and see how they treat other people, like that's not me. I'm better than that. Or
you like shit, they go with it.
And then it'll be that split second. Is though, is you.
Have you been called a fake friend before?
No, I've been called fake friend by the people who were the fake friend.
That's a sign that you're dealing with a fake friend.
No, that's a sign you're dealing with a sociopath. Cause they, and I call that's bully behavior to me. They're trying to put it on you. It's called transference.
There we go.
You can't transfer your shit on me, bitch. I'm a Capricorn. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I look in the mirror every day. I'm good.
Oh my
I don't know about you. And again, I can admit my faults. I am an asshole. You can ask anybody in my family. It's been verified.
That's not your flaw, though. That's like your personality.
It is. But I am an asshole.
But that's still, like you said, that's a personality. So that's.
I'm the sweetest person in the world.
Yes, I mean that's a part of your personality. It's charming. Your assholeness is a charming asshole.
You know, that's a pleasant way of putting that. She's a charming asshole. Word. But you know, when she do say she's an asshole, people are like, what? Because she's so funny, and it's more of a charming.
It's a Baltimore thing. She got that Baltimore thing.
Not for me.
But you got.
You still adapted. That's what you're saying.
Y'all not giving me that, George. I ain't taking that shit.
This nigga been here more than half her life, and she still won't.
Mind your business.
You give me real East Baltimore.
You know what? Get the fuck.
She said, "Oh, look, you pushing it too far now."
Dirty shit out of your mouth. Get the fuck.
It's some real people over here. They're a little rough, but they. I would say, I mean, you don't want me to say West Baltimore because West Baltimore is a little gutter.
That's where
really
the fuck
don't want to say
I am ghetto. My name is Nikita De La Ghetto. That is who I am.
De La Ghetto.
De La Ghetto.
But you don't want South Baltimore because you don't want that charge.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm gonna stick with the Northwest.
Federal Hill adjacent type.
Oh, you catch that shade?
That's that Federal Hill adjacent.
You don't want that.
Oh shit! See, they go that fake friends.
No, that's that shady shit, baby.
But see, when I've been called fake is when I'm being real with you. I don't want to deal with you. That's fake to me. So when I'm, hey, what's going on, friend? People accept that as being real and genuine.
So yeah, let's since we're talking about the terms, let's define what we say fake. But some people might, what we think fake is, somebody else might not think what fake is. So, Nate, you said.
I think fake is when you're not doing what people want you to do. That's when you're being called fake. I'm not helping you pay your eviction notices anymore. I'm not giving your children McDonald's money. I'm not paying for Pampers. You know the.
So when you're not.
I'm not giving you what you want, or giving it.
So you consider.
I'm fake.
They would consider you fake if you're not. Okay.
You're not a real friend.
Got you.
You're not helping me pay my eviction notice.
And Coed, what's your terminology for fake friend?
A motherfucker who can't keep it 100. A person who expects you to constantly give and doesn't reciprocate. A fucking parasite.
A leech.
Yeah, that's a parasite.
You know, I look at as a fake friend as somebody that's not really loyal to you. And what I mean by that is you don't have to. But I know we say, "Oh, loyal," like you have to do everything I say. It's not that. It's like I'll give you an example. I have a friend, lifetime friend, and we always ride or die. Put my life in his hands, and vice versa. Over the summer,
you better keep that.
Over the summer, you know, I was getting out of shape. I was getting unhealthy, and it was affecting me. My man seen me.
Diabetic scheme.
My man seen me. He was like, "No, brother, come on, let's get up. Come on, let's go walk. Come on, let's." You know what I mean? It wasn't. He wasn't benefiting none of it. He was benefiting for me to be healthy. You know what I mean? That's a friend.
Friendship. That's real friendship, right
But these are people you know your whole life.
But you know, just
family.
But the crazy thing is, some of my best relationships are people that I just met.
Yep. Like
was this genuine?
The circle of women I'm around now, I love them to pieces. We aspire and push each other to be better.
I was about to say, are they where you at in life? Or comparable to where
Yeah, we're all in different spaces, but yeah. Like some of us are on the come up. Like my girl Nick, shout out to Yannick. She's hilarious.
She's a little her.
But her grind is real.
It ain't about the
her
money.
Her work ethic is amazing. And she's always willing to learn. So again, but she surrounded herself with a bunch of boss bitches.
So she's learning.
Very much so.
And I think that was, from the outside looking in with her friends, is that she moved into a different bracket.
Right.
And not as far as money wise, just you just upgraded yourself, and they stayed in that same. They expect her to be that same. You know, if you look at your upbringing, if you came from the streets or you had that mentality, and you grew up with those people, they was there for that time.
Right.
Now, as a friend, they're gonna grow with you, even if they never moved up. But with a lot of my friends, educational wise, I surpassed half of the majority of my friends, but we don't look at it that way. Because like you said, we family. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
But bitches are different.
But when she started moving into these different brackets, they started using her success against her.
Right.
Oh, you right about them degrees.
Like, I don't understand.
Your work friends, your college friends.
No, it was, bitch. But you got them degrees, though. Yes, bitch, I do. You cannot diminish my compliments because you feel some type of way. Yet I'm the same person I was at my core value.
Now, I have to be honest. I'm not saying I wasn't the same person, but I would separate, like, some of my college friends from many of the non-college friends I had. And I hate
You have to do that sometimes.
But you have to, because they don't have the same conversation. And I don't want them, crickets at the table while we sitting out having dinner. But that used to be used against me. Your college friends. Oh, you must be spending time with your little active friends. And I used to like try to go between and kill myself, staying up to 3 o'clock in the morning in the club, knowing I gotta be in class the next morning or knowing I gotta audition, because I was trying to split my time to make up for their shortcomings, the things that they weren't doing in life and whatnot.
One thing I've learned in life is I can't please the world, and I am not gonna try.
Yeah, that's a hard lesson.
Fuck me, feed me, or finance me, fuck it.
Now, I wish I had that pleasing spirit in me, and I wish I would have had that about time I was in college. I wish I would have had that, because I would have saved myself a lot of fake friends, really.
But see, for me, it was a learn as you go, because again, I mean, I don't know if people can believe this or not, but I'm a little ratchet, slightly ratchet.
I would never even know.
Did you get that?
No, I wouldn't have never got.
I've been with you all this time. I never even picked up on that.
You a good girl. She's an actress. That's why she's an actress. She's good.
Anyway.
So irresponsible. You say it. Just
Say it again, and I'm gonna punch your ass.
Creep it out.
Anyway, so again, I have different friends for different parts of my life.
And you have to be okay with that.
I've always had that because I realized one set of friends can't or don't like the things that I do. Like, I like going to theater.
Yeah.
I like listening to various types of music. I do certain shit. And so, like, my ratchet friends be like, bitch, you so fucking white and bougie. But then my bougie friends be like, damn, girl, you a little on the ghetto. No, bitch, I'm hood. Get it together. So, again...
You the bitch that be like, leave a little space at the top for me. Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, listen. Y'all bitches can't fight, so y'all need a chick on your team that's good with them hands.
Okay.
Y'all bitches can't even get into a free museum, so you need somebody who could actually speak correct English. So, I'm a well-rounded individual.
Yeah.
It's what I call cultured, honey.
She's sophisticated.
Yeah.
Bougetto, if you will.
Boo, shut up. Clatch it.
Clatch it. Thank you.
Clatch it, baby.
Learning new terminologies up in here.
But they have insecurities in them that as you elevate, they feel like they can't get to that level. So
but
they
again,
want you to stay. But they want you to stay down there with them. They want you to continue to be on that level where you skipping classes and missing things and not doing things, so they can justify you being their friend. Well, he ain't doing nothing either, so we friends.
This is what I got to say to my future friends, my now friends, and my
So I mean, somebody gotta go.
Bitches, I'm double booked doing nothing if that's what you're expecting. So you're gonna have to catch me when you catch me, because I'm not here for none of that.
So what would distinguish between a fake friend and a jealous friend?
A jealous friend is a fake friend.
I think sometimes the difference could definitely be like the jealous friend normally just sits and you pray to them, but the friend that wants what you got, like that's a whole person that's taken from you, like little by little. You know, they bringing you down a little bit, and you wondering why shit ain't happening for you, because this bitch out there talking to your customers and your clients about you. Like, and that's, you know, so that I think that distinguishes those two different friends, because the jealous friend is just going to sit there and be jealous and pine over, you know, doing something. But the other friend,
I think one of the defining moments in jealous and fake is, I think a jealous friend might have genuinely was your friend. They started seeing your progression. And
Yeah.
for whatever reason, they feel as though they couldn't attain it.
Well, they didn't understand what competition was, because jealousy means you got ahead of me, and I don't know how to get to that point, or I can't get what you got.
See, I have a friend that an ex-friend that I'm bringing to mind. Now, with me, it's no. I'm a very competitive person. So if I feel that you got something that I want, it may be. I may get jealous, but I'm jealous in the sense that I'm happy for you. I'm gonna show you that I'm happy for you, but your progress is gonna make me push harder for mine.
Right. And it's not even about wanting what that person wants, I feel. I think it's just the fact that this person is getting what they want and I'm not. You know, so jealous friends are dangerous people to be around you because they want what you have and don't even know what it is that you got.
But I don't never want what somebody else got. I want my own.
Yeah.
Like when I would get a job, like the supervisor would get jealous of my credentials, and I'm like, you got your position. Oh, you trying to come for my job? No, bitch, I want my job.
So you work in a field where a lot of people were grandfathered in. So the fact that you have a lot of, like, you have credentials actually, and not just time put in, that breeds that. I was so glad when my mother got out of that field because it was dangerous. People would actually be ready to replace you. Get sick. They always sitting at your desk waiting.
Or they clocking you every
That's
move.
what Yannick do. I walk out my office, her ass at my desk. I'm like, can you get the fuck up? She was like, this is our office.
That reminds me of like the show Girlfriends. Remember the ratchet secretary? But she eventually, it looked like at times she was jealous, but she was learning from that person. So that could go two different ways. That person could just be jealous of you or just learning from you and just doing it like the real close way.
Nikki not jealous.
Right.
I wouldn't say that about my She really is trying to learn, trying to move forward. But it's this bitch on my job.
Sometimes that's all you gotta
but
say.
A hater.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why this woman hates me so much, but I will say this: I get nothing but pure pleasure out of the hate she gives.
But and I could see somebody hating you, not justifying it, but some people just don't understand people who just do what they want to do and just can live that way. People, because they gonna try to pick that apart. She ain't real. That can't be real. That's fake. Nobody that happy. Nobody, nobody. She don't got a car. She's still happy. She gotta get a new car. She's still, oh my God, what's going on?
I think what happens on this instance, and I tell her all the time, sometimes your personality is too strong for people. And it's not because you trying to force them to, it's just who you are. Like you said, she said she's an asshole. We be like, oh no, you're a lovable asshole. You know what I mean? And what that means is that she has that personality that people gravitate towards.
I've had a lot of fake friends that told me I had a takeover spirit. My mother used to tell me, you are a leader. And people are always going to be offended by that because they will feel like you trying to get where they working towards.
No, you are obtaining things that they want and they can't get. This person that she's talking about is because she can't bully her around. She can't stop her shine for the most part. So it's like, oh, well, now I got to do something else because I feel as though I need that spot. That's my spot.
And you didn't
work towards it.
But you don't have the credentials.
You didn't even work towards it. Like, you got to put in people don't understand. Real leaders and real hard workers and people who have a go get a mentality going to get what they're going to get regardless and don't even try to get it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just nobody pick. And it's almost knowledge like they be using sports. When you got a team full of people, you can't just pick a leader. The team is going to pick the leader itself. Because you're going to see the person that talk to this person, talk to this person, move and see how they work and see how they work out and all that extra stuff. That's the leader. That's the person that people are going to choose the leader. So you're not going to just come in like, I'm going to take over. Nobody's going to choose that person. And I think that's what a lot of people, when they got these as we call fake friends or jealous friends, they see this person, they see that quality in that person, they know they don't have that quality.
And that because now that I'm in my 30s, I watch people a lot more than I ever did. I always did it, but I watch people now, and I can see the things that people don't think you see, and you see that jealousy in action. Because people take opportunities. That aggressive person on the job that really haven't gone far, but they just use aggression to get what they want. You're really not who you say you are. You're not really who you say you are because you using tactics instead of just your natural ability to get there. That fake friend thing. That's a sticky topic.
So what was name? Can you name a situation? Not name a person.
Somebody said jealous friends get quiet when you level up. Fake friends will ride the wave but not be around for the build up.
But be careful because some of them do take that ride with you. They'll take that ride with you. But they not there to fuel you. They just getting what they can get along the way.
Example. That's what happened to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because you also got fake friends, you got jealous friends, and then you got leeches.
Yeah.
And they rode that wave with that man and took everything. And instead of correcting some of his mistakes, because you know, as you get older or you growing into,
and you see that with
look at I'm not trying to go this whole scenario with this guy, but look at R. Kelly, the people that he was surrounded by. You can tell they was helping aiding in his
they was
ventures.
getting a check.
Like you said, Whitney. You see these people self-destructing, but you're not going to do anything because, hey, this is my gravy train.
Yeah.
They bringing me along. Happened to MC Hammer. He employed over, 200-something people?
Probably more, I know more than that. Probably at one time he was employing one, But I think, what was your question?
I said, can you name not name a person, but was a situation, a situation that a fake friend was revealed to you and you were shocked like, oh my goodness, I can't believe.
I was cheated on once. And I tell people this because, I mean, I don't feel like I'm above it, but it happened to me. And this was somebody who I saw do this to other people. Okay. And I was like, that would never happen. Why would you want somebody I'm talking to? And I remember like when it all came to be, that's the night that I found out. And I was more... You know how the other person, the person you talking to, you can't be mad at them. Because that's like, okay, you focus on the friend. And I'm sitting there like, why would you do this? But at the same time, that's why I asked you, did you see that behavior in them in other people?
See, here's the deal, like when I lost my 2 female best friends, that was a devastating moment for me. It was really devastating. It was to the point where
I felt you?
Like it did. Like I went through the mourning process of grief. Like I had to mourn the death of those friendships.
Because these people was like family. Like you took them in as family. You didn't see. She was blindsided by the actions.
They were intricate parts of my life. One bitch was the godmother of my fucking kids.
Yeah.
So when that happened, now, and again, I've seen her do it to other people, but her explanation for it was never her fault.
Yeah, that's narcissism. Because it's always.
I started to see that narcissistic spirit settle in her.
You know, but I said though, you as a friend, you bypass your friend's faults. You're like, oh, it's not happening to me.
It has nothing to do with that. I accept people for who they are. Point blank, period. Now, there comes a separation in point where even though I accept you, am I gonna deal with your bullshit?
Right.
I can love you from a distance.
Right.
And when you need me, I'll be there. But I don't have to have you in my space.
Yeah.
Like this, I'm not really close with my biological family. I'm not. I mean, some people may say we are, but whatever. I just don't feel that. Because it's like out of sight, out of mind.
That's why I say the people you just meet are some of your best friends.
Now, So when I accept you into my family, that's real because I'm family oriented. Anybody who know me, know I love family. I love closeness. I'm not a phone person. I'm not a text person. I'm an in-person, in your face. I have a house where you don't have to call before you come. I got Big Mama's house.
You got food?
Always. My freezer stay packed. And Juicy is not having it.
You seen Juicy?
That's the son?
Yes.
Juice ain't having it. That nigga don't have no hot pockets. My way ain't got no hot pockets. Nigga, stop eating.
Oh, that was my childhood.
But so
my way went no more prime times.
So when she did what she did, and she switched up, she pretty much tried to turn my oldest child against me. Was living in my house acting shady as shit. No. Like it was to the point where
in your home,
in my house, no. I'm not a violent person anymore. I don't fight. But this bitch almost made me beat her ass.
But see, that's the difference. If it's a friend that got their own place, when they in your, that's happened to me once. That's a different type of anger. That's that anger that comes from your toes. They come all the way up. Cause bitch, I'm about
you helping this motherfucker. And
yep, and you being ungrateful.
I'm about to set
on
you
that
on
note,
fire.
we're going to break. We'll be back. For these
oh, she been saved by the grace. By the grace, she been saved.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have-Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in this 5th season. But I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back, and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dry.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, so we're back. All right, so during the break, we were sitting here talking about that pussy takeover spirit too. And I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone today, and my coworker came in my office, saw my new hair, and was rubbing on my boobs. And I was like, "Stop rubbing on my titties." And they said something that was funny, and then I was like, "That's not what I said. Stop rubbing on my titties." So anyway, the person gonna sit there and tell me that the person who rubbed on my boobs wanted me sexually, and I'm like, "No, that's not the case." They said, "Oh, but it is," and I'm like, "No, it's not." And I said, "Well, let me tell you this. Period. Everybody I come in contact with does not want to fuck me. I am not that attractive." Wait a minute. I said, "I'm not that attractive as to where everybody wants to fuck me."
But it's not you. Because I know I'm sexy as shit. But that's not the point. I'm saying it's just something that is sexual. For you, that shit just spray all over the place when you walk in the room.
But that's
For
what,
me,
that's
it
what
may
it said.
exude, you know, and I'm quite sure you got your aroma that just go out there. But it's not you necessarily. It's the energy you put out there. And it's attractive to people. When I say I've never really had a lot of male friends, and I know, as a grown man, I can tell it now. But it's always been something uncomfortable to me because I can feel it. But it has nothing to do with them wanting me.
It's just and he made a good point. It's the energy, and that's what I think you said. Coworker even told you this. People find you attractive because of your energy, not because you're not an attractive person. Yeah. It makes you even more attractive because the energy. You ever be around somebody that's gorgeous and the attitude make them ugly? Yeah. Think about it, you're like, I can't stand it. Like they could be gorgeous, you're like, I don't like that.
It's like too much sugar.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's what the person said to me earlier. They said, listen, it was like Janet Jackson isn't very attractive. She's pretty, but she's not very attractive.
It's her attitude.
Exudes
the way
sexy
she walks,
and erotic.
The confidence.
Yeah.
You know,
and they said
she don't even sing. This bitch that had a whole 30-year career. This bitch don't even sing. She done tricked all these people into believing she the shit.
But she is.
Yeah, but she is. She got it.
Just the way
I'll give you one. I'll give you another one that's even worse. Kim Kardashian. The bitch don't do shit. Think about you. She
like a sex toy. Like that's
that's a human blow up doll.
Yeah, that's what she.
But I'm saying, I got what Busta Rhymes back in the day, about 10, 15 years ago. Busta Rhymes was not an attractive man, but to me, he was sexy as shit. Method Man is another one. He may not be like no Idris Elba, but he exuded sexy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got what the person was saying, but again, they said, I'm not saying you're not attractive because you fine as shit, and I know she won't give me the ass anyway, but that's not the point.
But you can tell because certain type of women can't stand you.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And that's a part of that whole chick that I work with. Maybe that's a part of it. Like, she done gave my pussy out, done accused me of fucking a whole bunch of people and said she was going to call my man, tell my man that I'm fucking somebody at work. And I'm like, wow.
I'm getting that. Some people don't know how, like you said, some people don't know how to take that energy.
With that bullshit if you want to. Not that I'm worried that it's going to fuck up my relationship. Because I ain't stressing that.
You might spice it up. What the fuck you talking about?
No, bitch, call my man. You going to catch these hands. Fuck y'all. Fuck like you try to.
But it happens, and I'm not even. But it happens. It happens to me a lot. When you see my friend list, it's very unbalanced. If a straight dude is comfortable around me, bitch, I get nervous because I don't know how to handle that. I really don't. I don't know what that feel like. I get gay men
who's comfortable around.
Right, but that makes me now I'm watching people, side-eyeing people that's comfortable with themselves. Because most straight men don't even say shit to me in a crowded room or by ourselves because they're uncomfortable. But it's just an energy, and I never understood it, but it's an energy that you put off that certain people just have, and you can't explain it. And it's not always the sexiest person. It's not always the person who you think will be getting it. But you got it.
Oh, trust me, I got quite a few ugly friends.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. And female said this, and we just seen the women that he had. Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
It was something about Biggie that women love. It was something about women love this nigga before he even had the money. So we couldn't even say it was the money. It was before he even had the money. Like,
yeah.
The average person like him, but
there's a lot of people like that.
Well, I'll tell you this. I know I got quite a few unattractive friends who gets it, and
it's just something about them, and you be like, how the fuck you keep pulling?
But for me, no, I'm like, damn, bitch, how the fuck you get that? That nigga's fine.
You paying for this shit, bitch.
But
this
for
that
me,
tax money, dick, right there. That's what that is.
But for me, I've never been that loose. I live my life vicariously through them because some things I know personally I can't do. Like just give up the pussy like it's food stamps. I just can't give it out.
Well, baby, food stamps spend too. So
that's what I'm saying. They spend, but I can't do that because of my shit extra sensitive.
Right.
The wind blow too hard. I get
but a lot of people like that get accused of being loose. But
I love it
because
I love
it goes back to her personality. So that people assume that.
But I like most people think I'm freakier than what I really am.
Yeah.
And
you
most of that comes from
you are like you have the possibility, but it's very limited or it's restricted.
You don't act on it.
Right. You're not acting on it, or it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
and a lot of people,
there's just some shit I'm not trying to do.
Right, and a lot of people have that in them, and the people always assume that they lose, and some of them lose focus because then they start playing on it, and then now you in a bad situation, bitch. Now you pregnant. Now you got about 5 baby mamas because everybody thought you was sexy.
And on that note, we go on a break because I got 3 baby daddies and none of them pay child support. So let me go.
I don't think you need to pay child support now.
Mind your business. You don't pay child support either. Gotta go. We'll be back.
Oh my God! Oh my!
You doing a white funny?
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. Think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Oh no, she couldn't get the feels off from me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BeExposedRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or BeExposedRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals they're like one of the worst teams in the.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I don't like it.
You in Baltimore City?
Alright, so we're back, guys.
All right.
All right, here we go. Gotta turn that.
You got some
outside.
Got anything you can read off of your text line?
All right, my girl Poochie says she loves my personality. Right? What all of this? What's not to love? I'm larger than life.
Have you always been that way though? Have you always had that level of confidence?
For the most part.
For the most part.
Even if I didn't feel it inside, you'd never know. You'd never know.
You know, it's funny when you say the energy because I've always been laid back. I've always been a quiet person, but people gravitate towards me, and I was like, "Why? I don't."
Because they gravitate towards the quiet person.
They're like, "Oh, you're so cool."
This type of person.
They're like, "You're so cool." I didn't say anything to you. How you know I'm cool?
They've been watching you.
Exactly. Like that's what he doesn't understand. Like a lot of my friends sit back and be like, "Yo, Joe, how?" Like the one question we always get from anybody is, "How do you deal with her?"
Be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing.
He ain't fucking. Jamon is an undercover asshole.
But that's the best kind. That's the type of asshole I would be. Because I can't.
He said would be.
Because for me to be
keyword would be.
People, I can't bring that back. I have to control it. Because my asshole go to 1,000. I don't know no other numbers in between 0, 1,000.
See, we match perfectly because she says everything that I already thought. Not thinking, I already thought it. If people know what runs through my mind, you be like, "Oh, I'm not going nowhere near this guy." But she says everything, so it's like, hey, I don't need to say it.
When I let that part of me out, then I disrespect people and I get cussed out, all that. So I try to be
subdued. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, I've been difficult for a number of years.
I don't have those issues.
Because you also are funny. You know how to verbalize your stuff in that funny, yes.
You're like that from day one.
Yeah.
So when the quiet person does that, you're a fucking asshole. Like, oh, you're a fucking dick. Like,
Bill said, "I always been crazy and you always been chill."
Yeah, it's
and it's normally the reverse. Like, he will probably beat your ass and you be like, "Oh, just let him go. Just let him. Don't let him do that."
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna pop off. I'm the one with the temper. I'm the one with the mouth. I'm the one.
But you the teddy bear though.
Right, and people don't seem to understand that. I'm the softie.
No.
I pop off. Now, when it comes to, like, we were sitting there talking about the whole friendship thing and the kids, and I'm the type that I believe it takes a village. So if your child walks into my home, they become my child.
Yep.
So I'm gonna beat that ass.
So if I feed them like they mine,
Say it again.
I treat them like they mine, I'm gonna beat their ass like they mine. They gonna catch me.
Ooh, I got a lot of friends that don't ever let me watch their children no more. I'm gonna beat that ass.
Nope. But somebody was asking about would I allow my friends to discipline my children? And I said this. I said I don't mind any adult disciplining my child as long as it's appropriate.
But you also know your children.
Exactly.
So if you don't have unruly children,
hell no.
If you had ratchet children, then I think you would think differently.
I think you're right. Those people like, you know what? Nobody can touch my child.
Yeah,
they know those
because they know this mine. Because you know you got ratchet children. Do something about that.
Like people can't tell me about my kids. You cannot. Like if you sit there and tell me my child cussed out an adult, I can't buy into the bullshit.
Right.
Maybe Nakaya. No. Maybe Nakaya. No, maybe Nakaya.
Hold on, I had to think about that one.
You pissed her off enough.
So, but you had. She might say.
Like,
I don't know if she gonna cuss you out. She might.
She gonna. Who the fuck are you?
But you know your child though. You know that's not.
But that might be the furthest she go though.
That's what I'm saying. Juice on the other hand, man, just get out my face. Oh, like. They're not disrespectful for the most part.
Right.
Because they know they'll catch these. If they were right, and if an adult did something to them, and at first they was right, as soon as they part their lips to speak,
you become wrong.
Dead ass wrong, and I'm gonna punch your ass in the mouth.
But see, I like those. That's the type of parent I had. So I like that type of parent because you know what will set your child off. So nobody can tell you that your child did these things. But there are more ratchet children in the world with ratchet parents that don't know their children. that don't know that their child is in somebody's teacher's face right now saying "fuck you."
Like Fort Mills was my son's coach. He's been my son's coach since the beginning of time.
Pretty much.
He said, "I discipline that grown man child, you aka Juice Man." Exactly. So again, my son has been playing football forever, and I gotta say, this man has been an intricate part of my son's life. When it comes to disciplining, even though my son's biological father is in his life and very active, my son still gets disciplined from the village.
And that's I know it's off the topic, but
Shout out to Sports Mills.
But this is as men, this is what we missing in our communities, where other men could take hold of somebody else's child.
We can't
and help.
do that no more.
And that's what's missing in our community. You
Because
can't.
women will always step in, and even at the school I'm at, I'm dealing with that right now, where women are calling me too aggressive. This little boy just put a hole in my door. That could have been my face. Like I could have been turned, my back could have been turned, and that could have been a chair upside my head. He need a foot in his ass, and he don't need you babying him.
And I've said this, and I've been saying this countless times. They're not allowing men to be men. You know,
they don't have men in their
too aggressive, or you're not allowing alpha men to be alpha men. So now you got to tone it down because.
But they've been telling us we need more of you in this field and that field. But we're in there now, and because you've been touched by your Uncle Charlie, you can't respect that a real man is in your presence.
But at the same time, too, on the flip side is, sometimes men can be too aggressive when it ain't called for.
But that's because they haven't been able to be aggressive. So you trying to control an animal, the moment you let him go, that's it.
And I've been saying that. It's
like, okay.
Not to compare us to animals, but that's what
happens.
happens.
Here's the funny part. You have to compare us to animals because we are part of the animal kingdom. As humans, we assume that we're not animals, but we're still animals. So we try to take away those basic animal instincts. And because we think a little differently. And let's be honest, they say dolphins are more intelligent than we are. So we can't even be the higher thinking species, but we put ourselves on this pedestal. And we're not animals. I know women, I know we're going off topic, but no, like we were just talking about women get tired of raising their kids and all that stuff. Like, as you go back to the basic part of the animal kingdom, right? Every mammal, except for penguins and seahorses, the children cling to the mother. It is what it is. It's a natural instinct.
That's where their food source is.
Whereas though the men protect the whole herd, or go hunting, and they still the fathers. They play around, but it is the child automatically goes to
the mother.
Like we need to stop taking ourselves outside these animal.
But it goes back to slavery, where the men were ripped from the homes. Then after slavery, the men were ripped from the homes through jail. Now it's through the system as to where DSS, and you go to apply for services, you can't have no man in the home. No, in order for you to get benefits, you got to be single and struggling.
But I'm ready for women to acknowledge that. I'm really it is a hardship
but on the flip side, nowadays women are not taking care of their responsibility. I am seeing more and more women, more and more fathers have custody of their kids.
Well, because the truth is coming out about these mothers that we thought were mothers all these years, and they were really bag grabbers. That's who they've been for a long time. And I'm not saying all women, but that has been
a lot
the
of
truth
that
for a
coming out.
minute. It's just that the man punched the shit out of her, so I got in trouble, or I didn't have all I needed to have, and you were the provider. So it was more so he had the money and I have the time and availability. Now you can't. Everything is equal now. Now everything, and the truth about a lot of women is coming out.
What truth is that?
They use the aggression.
They not about shit.
But I can't say that because again, it goes back to. You see this on Facebook all the time where they say, where are our big mamas? Where are our grandmothers? Because the grandmothers nowadays, all they do is wear leggings, get drunk, and hit the club.
And eat snow crab legs.
Eat snow crab legs. Now, for me, I tell anybody, I'm gonna be a big mama. Because I still have that spirit in me. I'm an old school mama with new school. I'm a new school mother with old school rules.
It is rare.
Like me and my kids, we have hella fun. But like I asked Juice the other day. I said, Juice, do you think you have a cool mom? He said, no. I said, what? He said, nah, you're not the cool mom. He said, you're a great mom. You're a good mom. He said, the cool mom let you smoke weed, get drunk, say, forget your grades, who cares? You can party. Want to hit this blunt?
So that's never changed. That's always been the cool mom.
And I'm like, okay, but he's 13. So when he differentiate the cool, now me, I was saying, for me to be your mother, don't you think I'm cool and you can talk to me about it? He says, no. He says, you're a good mom. You do what a mother's supposed to do. You make sure I'm good. He said, and yeah, I love hanging out with you. He said, but you're always mom.
And you're still a woman to him. You're still mom to him.
Yeah. Now I asked my daughter, I said, Kaya, do you think you got a cool mom? She said, yeah, you the I said, I'm the what? She was like, you know I got you, girl. I ain't be disrespectful. And I'm like, I see how the two of them think differently. And you can see two people grow up in the same household with the same damn rules and they turn out different.
But you still a woman. You got titties and a vagina, miss. I know it don't feel like it sometimes. But you
yes,
still
it does, especially when it's
so I don't care. I don't care how. Like I felt like I definitely was that male child that was like, when my mother didn't come home one time, I was crying like on the inside. I may not have showed it, but I was like, when my mother. But she's still a woman. I didn't tell her everything because she's still a woman to me. Like it's still a
my
boundary.
Kids tell me everything. Let me not come home at a certain time. My phone ringing. They don't want to call me. They video chat. Where you at?
Yeah.
Looking at my background. I'm like, I got kidnapped.
You know, it's funny because I didn't grow up in a two-parent household, so I'm watching my kids do it, and it's funny how you see both of them have a different relationship with each parent. Because she was shocked that my daughter sit there tell me things that probably most daughters would tell their father. We had that relationship.
About sex, and like I figured she would have came and talked to me. I'm the
She's like, oh, you're the easy one I can talk to you.
And it's consistency. So imagine not having that person there and the lack of consistency you have. So that's trust out the window. I don't trust things. And then both of y'all are there. So just imagine,
they're more complete. You got the male perspective and the female perspective.
And it still will be things that your children, I don't care how supportive you are, they still not gonna come to you.
But they're teenagers, of course.
No,
they're
teenagers. Ain't gonna come and talk to us, and they gonna think we don't know shit because we parents. However, their friends come and sit down and talk to us and utilize us, and then they get jealous.
But the good part is
their child is missing things from where they are.
And the good part is they minimize. At least it's minimize the damage. They might not tell us everything, but we know it's minimized.
If it's big, then they'll come to
Oh yeah, they know damn well.
So do y'all get back on topic? Do y'all think being a fake friend is a learned behavior?
Absolutely.
Why you say that?
I believe it's learned, and then I believe it's also innate. Like it's something they're born
just
with.
a lack of something that, that type of compassion, or I surround myself, like I have a lot of people who look at me and just instantly think that I got insecurities or I feel a certain way about myself, and they don't understand how this big ass dude who like what he like can have the type of confidence that he had, that I have. And a lot of them don't have it. You can have somebody that got the best body, got the money, got the job, and still killing themselves on the inside. Because they've gotten those things thinking it's going to make them feel a certain kind of way. And it doesn't. And it's fine to me, but I don't have those type of insecurities. But that fake friend, like they lack it in areas, and I feel bad for them. I don't even get mad at people like that no more. I feel bad for you because you're missing something. You've accumulated all this stuff and you don't have shit to show for it. Like nothing inside of you matches what you got on the outside.
And on that note, we're gonna go to work. And
all right.
Respond when we come back.
Bird, that's what you need to spell by my we should miss.
love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. It ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, we too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patience run there, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't music sleep. While your third eye always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king when chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the On the Come Up radio show.
But I meant to say slap, so you want to stick on that. But anyway, slap walk.
You taking slut walks now? What is going on?
Can I have some of that wine?
That was funny.
Now with the cups in your
I don't know.
I got my cup right here, babe.
Where that wine at, bro?
I can't.
Y'all wow. But no, I don't. Y'all not convincing me.
But that was never my mission.
Audience,
that was never my mission. This is not even the show to try to convince anybody. Or have you seen the
You voted for Hillary. You voted for.
You didn't vote for anybody.
And I'm telling you that. I stand on that. I don't see no.
You stand on your
That's
ignorance.
the whole. Yes.
Good.
Wow.
Because you can't educate me.
You can't educate yourself.
Because I'm not a teacher.
Well, I am a
Shut
teacher.
up.
I'm an informer.
And I'm telling you, you can't give somebody that's
I'm a
not
teacher.
receptive.
If I know something, I can.
Yeah, but if you're not being receptive,
or give you a reason,
we started with who was running for a governor. You didn't even know who the man was.
It don't matter.
So why would I teach you anything?
Because you can't. I don't believe you can. I don't believe you're informed. I told you.
I don't believe
you don't believe we are informed.
Are you kidding? Ceremony.
You don't believe we are informed?
Y'all do it.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay, and we are back.
All right. So.
All right. So the question that was posed to me was, do I think fake friends are a learned behavior?
Yeah, learned behavior.
As human nature, all behavior primarily is learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
We learn to hate. We learn to be loyal. We learn to love. Genuinely from birth, if they're nurtured properly, they have an innate ability to trust. But trust is also a learned behavior.
Yeah.
So when we say fake friends, people who are non-genuine, yes, it is a learned behavior. And sometimes it becomes ingrained and embedded like a stain.
But it's a
on your
safety
soul.
net too for them. It's like a blanket, safety blanket.
It is. Because what I'm realizing now, today, people are treating others as if they're disposable. People are not disposable.
Yeah. Well, that's something that we was taught. Like, you got to step on people if you really want to make it in life. Like, you got to leave your circle. If you the smartest person in your circle, you got to get rid of them people. Like, that's how we've been trained.
But see, and these are things. One thing about me is I have never been one person that followed societal rules. I've always moved to the beat of my own drum and did my own fucking thing. Because I did what I believe to be right. I don't need to step on you for me to get to where I'm going. Because there's enough out here for all of us to eat.
But
so if you got flour,
people feel like that.
I got water, you got yeast, bitch, we got bread.
That's fine, the butter, baby.
See, you developed that. And the reason why I asked was it a learned behavior, because you look at some of the friends and you look at how they grew up. And you always hear some of the stories of my mom was never there, or this person was never there for me, and I had to do this on my own, or I raised myself since I was 14. And then
so it became a dog-eat-dog world for them.
Right.
But I grew up that same way. I didn't have parents growing up. My parents decided they wanted to live their own life and do their own thing. The household that I was raised in, it was a two-family household, but I was always treated differently. So it was for me, you would think that I have severe trust issues. Don't get me wrong, I got my own bullshit. But for the most part,
you ain't looking for it.
For the most part, I realize at my core who I am, I've never changed. As a kid, I still do the same things now that I did when I was 3, 4, and 5.
But
like
that speaks to you being exposed to things that were opposite of what you were being shown. Like you were still exposed to other ways. The fact that you made your way to college and now you're making your way to a doctorate program, you were exposed to things that were better and bigger than what you were being shown.
That's right.
And those resources are necessary.
And I think that's part of the energy that we talked about. It's regardless of what you went through, they didn't dull
or break
your shine. You know what I mean? So you was thrown in. I always tell people this analogy is darkness can't survive in light, but light can survive in darkness. So when you was thrown in the darkness, you was a little star. So it was just, okay, you decided to learn how to shine brighter than what that situation was. And boom,
and that's maybe where your personality comes from. Like,
okay, wait, let me read this. Mills said, we are creatures of habit, so that's why you may be around a bunch of cruddy people. Then when you get around good people, such as that good southern hospitality, and they are so nice, you think they trying to set you up. Then once you adapt, you find out everybody ain't cruddy, and you don't have to treat them as so. That is true.
And I think that's what's going on in this city now. And Martin Luther King said it best. When with segregation, they was onto something where as though our towns thrived when we wasn't part of the system. We had our own lawyers, doctors,
we had to
hospitals.
depend on each other.
But when you start segregating, you can take those brightest minds and move them out of our communities. And now the communities are suffering. Look at Baltimore now. We got high, and I'm not blaming all the high crime and stuff, but think about it, our bright minds are gone. They're not living in the city.
But you also got to think too, being in Baltimore City, the one thing that I have noticed is that this is a crab in a barrel city.
But that's what I'm getting at too.
I get that. But mine is, even if you take away the fact that we didn't have the leaders, we do not look out for one another.
But I'm going to tell you, the crab in the barrel is not at the bottom. It's rarely at the top. It's right there in the middle.
See, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting at. That's what we're tying into the learned behavior is those that you could. It's almost like what Mill said. If you're around people that's not cruddy, got something going for themselves, but they're your friend, and they help you come up and show you a different way, you're gonna gravitate towards that. But if you ain't got shit and I ain't got shit, and we know shit, the only way we gonna get something is we go do this robbery or something. Now we both fools, depending on each other. Then we add this next fool in. We all, you know what I mean? We don't have that one person like, yo, hold up.
And ain't no loyalty amongst these fucking thieves.
This is what we learned. Because now the streets are not loyal. I can't be loyal to you. I only need you for what I need you for. You know what I mean?
And that's part of the fake friendship that comes along. I need you. I'm with you for as long as I need you, and as soon as I no longer need you.
That's our business model here in a city like this. And I don't mean to, because that's everywhere, but that has become a business model amongst black people. What can you get from me? And the moment, what we're doing here, the moment your show is doing good, everybody want to be on it. But the moment it starts slipping, everybody distancing themselves.
Like, what?
But the moment I need you, you know, for that free publicity, then I'm on you. And I've had to learn that as an artist, as an entrepreneur. People will use you until you are drip dry, bone dry. And then wait for you to get back up.
I believe in networking. Yes, it's supposed to be reciprocating. Yes, you got this. Hey, put me on. So when I get on, I pull you up.
But that's not happening. Because you
not
put me on, and then I'm going to keep going. See you later. And then
I'm not that individual.
That touch on the second part of what you said. That's the innate part. Was though you born with being genuine.
Yeah.
Some people are born being genuine regardless of your circumstance.
Yo,
so
I swear though, but the way people have crunkballed me so bad, for the longest time, I thought I was going to change and it was going to go away.
But if it's not in you, it's not in you. Even if you try, it's not going to feel. It's not
don't feel right.
Yeah,
it doesn't. And I tried. I'm like, yo, fuck out of here. No.
Like,
I shut down completely, and I had to go. I had to fade to black.
See, Wisdom, I know how to distance myself from people, but I'm not a cruddy person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm still a genuine, nice person. I don't mind giving or sharing, but
I'm still.
I know how
to
not to allow you in my circle either, though. You know what I mean? I've learned. You know what I mean? I've always been like that. Though. Like, no, I don't fuck with you.
But it's easier for me to just turn the switch off. It's hard for me to live with that switch on because I'm always wondering who's who, and you know, you still an open person and you still giving, but you cannot. I've learned hard. You cannot give to everybody. Everybody don't deserve you.
And I mean, as much as I try to learn that lesson, it doesn't stick. Mills said, blacks only support black business if it benefits their own black business, but will spend money with Gucci as if him or Louis walked in their store yesterday. You know what, Mills?
It's a status system.
Here's the deal.
Simple.
I support black businesses. Now, but I have a rule, and this is a rule that is across the board. I don't have a problem with spending. I would prefer to spend my money in black businesses, but I'm not going to spend my money where I'm being disrespected and mistreated. I don't give a fuck that you black. You're in customer service. Give me great customer service. Period.
That's your job.
Like Sport Mills, he owns his own car wash, detailing car. I got that new candy apple red Mills. I expect it to be spotless when I bring it to you. Now, I plan to take my car for him to wash it and the detailing, and I plan to pay retail for it. Now, when I shop with the white people or when I shop in other businesses, I look for a bargain. I'm trying to haggle, whatever. I'm trying to lower my prices. When I shop at black businesses, I don't mind paying full price because I know they got to make a living just like I do. I don't expect, because I'm black, for you to give me a discount. All right, but if you want to give me a discount, I ain't going to be mad.
All right.
And we're going to go to break and we'll be right back after these messages.
I'm on
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You can't be putting out these polo prices for a
And I know
sweatshirt.
that you
I
bought
understand.
that shit off of Canal Street.
And I understand that, you know, you try to start your business, but nigga, I'm not paying $100
And I'm damn
for the
sure not gonna
sweatshirt.
give you $200 for a fucking knockoff.
Like, dude, you gotta lower that price some, brother. I understand, you know.
But they, and a lot of us don't get business.
Oh, we're back.
Like you gotta invest in it.
We're
you can't
back.
just turn it around.
Alright, thank y'all for joining us. Keep going.
Hey, look,
my stomach is empty.
We be having some great side conversations.
Black business owners.
I'm just saying, yes. I mean, so when it comes to, but then it also goes into what's ingrained in us now. Because I'm starting to realize, like, with my children are a great balance of being city and county. And for those of you who don't live in Baltimore or in Maryland to know what a county is, from being suburban.
That's where the crackheads live, mind you. That's where they live. In
What,
the county.
crackheads?
Yeah.
No, they live in the city, back.
No, they live in the county and they come to the city.
No, the drug dealers live in the county.
The drug dealers live in the county.
The smart ones live in the county and go out to the city.
Check them IDs, I'm telling you.
No, it depends what you talk about. Now, we talk about Dundalk, Essex, Middle River. Yeah, they all over there.
Yeah, Pikesville.
They out Towson too.
Not Pikesville.
See, they're not crackheads though. You see,
They ain't got that far, but
they use coke. They're not crackheads. You tell a cokehead that they're a crackhead, they're gonna be beefing with you. Believe me.
But like my children have a great balance in that suburban life and that city life. Like when my kids go to other people's houses, they know how to behave. They help clean up. The shit amazes the fuck out of me.
Me and my buddy, my buddy called it the blend.
Raise them.
Me and my buddy called it the blend. Bro, you know, but you know how to blend your hoodness and your suburban and combine it. Like there you go. Which
is a real thing.
Which I think people need. People need that balance. Because you got too much hood or you too much suburban. You can't function in either area. Whereas you able to function in both places.
But people not raising their children like that no more. Like I made a post about this. I used to take pride in the fact that my mother would come to me and tell me that somebody I didn't know was watching me knew her and would tell her about my behavior. But people not raising children that way, and we're not community that way no more. Because people just, it's all for yourself. Your mother is out there living her best life right beside you. So it's not. It's a competition now. So your children are now going to school with people who don't give a fuck. Because their parents don't give a fuck. So now you got to raise your child the normal way, and you got to shield them from that I don't give a fuck child.
Oh, I don't shield my kids from that. I need them to see that. So that you know, if you come in my house and you try that, hell, you shall lift your eyes. And the only person that can save you is if Jesus Christ walked through my door on water to tell me, my child, please stop.
Amen. Amen.
Let the church say amen.
And our kids got two crazy parents.
And we ain't playing that.
And that's a fucking unicorn nowadays. That's a unicorn.
It's
y'all
more frequent than you think. It's more frequent than you think.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm breaking down. I told my kids, especially my son, I said, yo, you the only kid I know to have his father, both his grandfathers.
His birth father, mind you.
Yeah, his birth father. Both his birth grandfathers in his life.
Yeah, that's.
I've never seen that.
I've never.
And that's a shame to say that, but I've never seen it.
No.
3 generations of men in his, you know what I mean? At least know who they are. They're around.
It's valuable of you to remind him of that, especially being his father. That's a unicorn. That's some unicorn shit right there. And women, they don't understand it because you've had that lineage. Even if it was dysfunctional, you've had that lineage of women there. Most men, I've never met any of my grandfathers, so I couldn't even tell you what they sound like or look like.
Me either. So I mean,
damn, the show ain't over yet. I'm hungry.
I know my stomach just got.
Salacious couch became hungry couch.
All I ate today was this morning. I have not eaten anything. I had one burrito from McDonald's.
And your friends that feed you?
Your
See,
stomach is
we just talk about friends. Like I'm messing
Mickey
with
fed me
I messing up right. So that's a good friend. I like it.
You saw me bring home the McDonald's on the table because I didn't have time to eat because I was busy. And then I still got to go home. I got to do some homework. oh my God, I ain't gonna be getting no dick for a couple days.
So what's the biggest thing that a friend did, a jealous thing that a friend did?
I'll say I brought a friend into my home. I was renting an apartment, and I let a friend come stay with me. She asked to come stay with me, and my landlord came there, and she hadn't been paying me her part of the rent, and she kind of tried to finagle a way where the landlord was taking the rent money from her and not from me, in terms of like trying to get me out of the apartment.
So she could take the apartment.
Right, because she didn't have credit to get an apartment. Now, I put that bitch out that day. It wasn't even like, you got to go tomorrow. I started putting her shit out there because you fucking up my stability in my life now. You got to go. And there's a white person, so a white person will take the money from whoever the fuck give it to him. And I've never put somebody out my house like that. That bitch had to go that night. Her and child together. You got to go. I don't know where you going. I don't know how you gonna get there. But your shit is outside.
Well, we had a family come stay with us.
Oh, y'all sound like my mother. How you fucking have families?
A family, a whole family. We had what, 4 kids, 3 kids.
Mother, father, children.
It was like 3 kids. Mother, father. It was 3 kids.
That was my childhood.
They broke a lamp, a microwave. How you break a stove? How do you break a fucking stove?
An oven.
Yes.
How do you break an oven?
An oven.
Like the door or just the oven?
No, the oven.
Now, mind you, we told me to say
it wouldn't turn off.
No, come on. No, come on.
No, it came on. It wouldn't.
It was one of the
time. Then it wouldn't turn off. We had to call the BG&E to come and get it.
That's good shit. That's why they in your home.
We gave him 6 months. Then he tried to bully us for keeping them in. They were like, "No, you get the hell out of my house."
Yep. You gotta go downtown to get me out of here.
Nah, nigga. Not the way I was back then.
Not
the way I was back then. Nah, nigga. You get the hell out of my house. Time period. I told
you. You know, good people know about squatting laws and shit.
There's no such thing as squatters' rights in Maryland.
You gotta get them out your house. You gotta get an expose to get them out your house.
No, the hell I don't. I gotta put their shit on the other side of that door, bitch. You don't get mail here.
Yeah, back then, it wasn't no.
Oh my lord.
It wasn't.
I mean, the worst thing a fake friend ever did to me, shit. I done had bitches fuck my man.
Damn.
I done had a bitch try to turn my child against me. Had a bitch try to bully me out of money that she fucking owed me.
I've had that happen before. Not the bully part, but
had a motherfucker, the same motherfucker try to call me a fake friend because I wouldn't do what she wanted me to do, or she was not in a good space in her life, and call me a fake friend. I done had people stop fucking with, and I tell people, look, I know better motherfuckers who stop fucking with me for shit that was well deserved.
I had a better motherfucker than you to get stopped talking to.
The fuck? Because I don't see people as I don't see people as objects or things. Like, I value every person in my life. You bring something, some value to me.
But I mean, you two are counselors, so you don't see this shit in people already?
Sometimes you're too close to the situation.
See, here's the deal. When it comes, let me tell you something.
Don't say y'all, because
counseling is my job. I leave that shit. What did Big Red say?
I'm taking it with me.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Not even treating people, but you don't see like the.
But these are the things she had to learn because.
Yeah, this is right.
You know some people say her because I have 5 friends that I grew up with.
You have more than 5.
Well, 6.
It's about. Let's just give it a cool round 10.
That I grew up with, and we family. We surpassed the whole friendship a long time ago. Like I said, I could put my life in any one of their hands, and vice versa. Like literally, and we literally done that. You know what I mean? Look, it is what it is. We make sure we leaving together, we coming home together. No matter how it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? And
we gonna make it fucking.
You know what I mean? So we got war stories to tell. You know what I mean? So But I never let a lot of people in my circle. I learned that when I was little. Just don't. I can't trust everybody.
I didn't have. I did the exact.
So some people, especially if you didn't have that growing up, but she don't have a lot of childhood friends. So a lot of people that she gravitated towards, and I had explained it to her as these situations going on. Some of these people just meant for that time period.
And
you hold on to them, but you think, okay, because we were so cool and tight. But then again, as you grow, right, you grow, they're not growing, then they start showing their true colors, or you know what I mean, or they disappear and they come back and you at this spot. And
all right, wait, I'm gonna have to cut you short because Mills asked the question: how close do you allow coworkers to get to you? Is it cool to be friends, or do you just keep it strictly business?
I have a rule. I say this to my students. I say this to my family. I say this to bitches here. I don't come to work to make friends. And maybe I shouldn't say that on the first day of work, but I say it. Because you've been in a play before, and it's really easy to think that we friends because we've been rehearsing for 2 months, and we on this show together. And you like, these bitches ain't my friends? I can say that now. But I've gotten tricked into that. We go to the same school. You know, at Coppin, we had a really tiny department. We all family. Not till that bitch fuck you over.
See, it's me being a quiet place to my bank. Because I saying so. I'll sit there for the longest time, and I'm paying attention to everything and everybody. And I'm not there to make my foremost when I go to a job is to do the job. Yeah. I don't care about making friends. I got friends. I got a wife. I don't care about none of that. But me learning because you being a quiet person, everybody come talk to me.
Yeah.
And since I'm not opening my mouth, I know everything and know nothing.
Yeah.
Now
so
that's how I used to make friends though.
So I knew who, if I was gonna be a friend, I knew who to talk to. Because I've been at spots where I'm mad cool with people. You know, I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I knew I could chill with this person outside of work. Whereas though some people are like, no, I'm not banging with this person at all.
Now
we can be cool, but
I'm a social butterfly.
Yeah, she's just.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where the
fuck I go. That's why she get in situations.
I'm always a social butterfly. But, and I can be cool with you at work, but you're my at work friend. You're not like, but then for those, there are some of those at work friends who spill over into your personal life. Like,
but it should be natural though.
It is. It's really natural. Like Maria. Maria's always gonna be my sister. I love her to pieces.
Like I had
She's
an at work best friend.
Amazing woman. There, his at work best friend has bullied me into being the godmother of her baby. He's the godfather.
Become his package deal.
I said I'm the godmother by proxy.
We all work together, but she worked right beside me, so me and her, and we worked the same day, so we was always. Everybody thought we had. No, but that's my homegirl. We just literally we just joke and chill. So, you know, like you say,
right.
Feel when you gravitate towards people.
At work, well, I don't have an at work husband now. But I've had the at work boyfriend, the at work husband. Now when my husband, because we've always primarily worked together. So when my husband became at my job, I had my at work boyfriend. Now my at work boyfriend's wife knew he was my at work boyfriend. I say, hey home wife. She'd be like, hey at work girlfriend. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like it was anything. Just like he bought me food, I bought him food. We would buy each other little gifts and stuff like that. Like, oh, I think Dwayne would like this. Let me get this for him. And he understood that. And like, but now I don't have the at work husband or the at work wife, boyfriend or at work wife. Oh, because they
touching your titties?
No, they touch my titties and my butt and stuff like that. Those are my at work girlfriends.
But I think for me, I'm just like, I'm a cool person. Some people may think I'm fake or whatever, but I'm really a cool person. And I like when I'm in front of you, we cool. I don't ever take that. Now that's the 30-something year old name. I don't take friendships home no more.
But
you got to be a really good friend.
When coworkers end up on your social media or at your family cookouts, then rumors start at work, and that only they know. Then line. So do you have an at-work bedroom? No, sir. I don't. I have an at-work office. I have an at-work office, and I do work in my at-work office.
Even the people
mess with somebody from work.
Even with the people I was cool with at work, it took them even longer for them to get my social media account. That's too personal to me. Like But for me, social media, I always used it just for me.
Yeah,
and that
because
with
my
my
name
personal
ain't
people.
my name.
It surely isn't. So for me to, it takes me a while for me to really trust you to see like what's this person's intention, because I've seen that. I worked at Bayview, and there's one girl I worked with. She invited all these people as her friends, not knowing when you call out sick, faking sick, but you posting. He said people is going back and running to the supervisor like, yo, you know she lying, she's on vacation.
But see, and again, I'll say this because all my social media is business related. I don't have that, like, people, they like you. They like your pages, so I'm not friendly on social media. I'm not, now I've learned how to be. Person. I am friendly.
Not at first. You an evil ass somebody.
I'm not evil because I see the bullshit
you know
around
what?
you.
Let me rephrase that.
When did you meet me? I saw the bullshit around you. It may not have been you, but I see the bullshit around. And that I sometimes I have to stop doing that because I was nice to you.
You were. But your resting bitch face was serious.
Because I saw the bullshit around you.
I agree. That was some serious bullshit.
And I do that.
And how the fuck did I forget about that bitch? Jesus, be her shield and her deodorant.
And see, I'm not. And her panty liner. But that's besides the point.
I don't give a fuck.
But I've had to learn how to just shut things off. And if you move away, then hey, I can be nice with you. But I was nice to you all, but it was certain people that I see the bullshit. And it's in me. And I'm not doing it purposely. It's just naturally my body shuts down. I can't do that. And I'll even be nice to that person. But the moment it backfired because I tried to be nice. But no, you gotta cut the shit off. Damn.
You got spelled the divinity.
But all right, we're about to go to break. Before we go to break, let me read
this. This is a 3-hour show.
Yo said you will get that at work ass whooping. And we're going to break,
What time is it?
10:46.
This is
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right.
So we had a relationship.
We was back here talking about nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't really that. That was definitely one time.
Yeah, it looks like, exactly.
I can see that.
So we were talking about fake friends and bitches being
How
musty
many
and
of us
being
have
fake.
it?
I don't understand how you could just. But see, this is the shit that killed me. It's always these busted ass, low budget bitches who want to be fucking fake friends. Like, get your old life. Bitch, I'm a rock star. Fuck out of here.
Well, because people want that energy that you have. They need that energy to keep them floating.
But they not floating.
And
Shit floats too, if it's the right type of shit.
And
this nigga said the right type of shit. They ain't got corn in it.
I think that's the one that floats.
Oh my god, no.
No, they didn't say that.
But I'm just saying, like I have that personality where I can stand on my own 2 feet. I've always been a superhero. And I've
but
always
you know how to get it for yourself. Everybody don't have that.
I will say now, I am going to start to compare myself to Riddick.
Okay.
Why Riddick?
Because he was hated.
Okay.
He was loved.
Oh my, okay.
But he always remained true to himself. No matter what people thought about him. But I'm also Batman, bitches, and don't you ever forget it. And you gonna stop calling me other names like Magneto.
No! Get me out of here.
You are Magneto.
I'm not.
But I think, and one thing that happens is that you have to be aware that everybody don't have the same mindset and the same structure that you built for yourself.
And everybody don't have the same good intentions that you may have for them for you.
And it was the funny part though. These people that we saying fake friends really probably in their head think
they're real friends.
Or they got good intentions.
Who thought she was a real friend, but every time I talk to this bitch, the conversation was always about her.
Yeah, even if it was always about me,
but it's still
me.
right. You still taking.
And you giving out that, like you can't be around people that's always giving out negative energy.
Flights for this bitch, flown across the goddamn country for this bitch to help this bitch move. I mean, like I've done a lot for my friends, not because I want to talk about it later, because I don't give a fuck about it.
Because you wanted to be there for
because I'm your friend, bitch. I'm gonna ride with you.
Yep.
Bitch, if you want to go stalk your man, I'm the bitch to call. Because I'm going to put on my black mask, put on my black gloves, my Timbs.
Did I hear stalk or fuck?
Stalk.
Okay. It happened so fast.
Stalk.
Okay. That's
now, if your man is Idris Elba or Riddick, I might help you fuck him. Sorry, babe, but it just might happen. Maybe Method Man, maybe.
Not Method Man. No.
I mean, shit, I'm debating on if I want to give Tank this ass now, because...
No. I think that's the wrong one for you to get.
I don't
you
think
gonna give
so.
it to Tank, then you gonna give it
He
to
like
me.
his legs up in the air.
Absolutely not. He
Right.
gave all
He already admitted he like his legs up in the air.
Who?
Tank.
Yes, absolutely. Tank. Girl, what you like it when I do you dirty.
No. He like you to lick his ass.
Oh.
Yeah, you said.
Cough it up, baby.
Cut.
Cough it up.
We'll catch y'all niggas next week.
It's time to go already?
These motherfuckers have fucked me up for
Why you
the night.
think his skin's so pretty? Because he like to get lit.
Listen.
Get it lit, baby.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll holler at
You know the biggest will make them super nasty. Yeah, don't.
Andre, take us to break.
Baby.
Whoa, we out.
Eat that room, baby.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptext.com.